Have you ever tried to access or delete a file, only to get one of the following messages? Cannot delete file. Access is denied. There has been a sharing violation. The source or destination file may be in use. The file is in use by another program or user. Make sure the disk is not full or write protected, and that the file is not currently in use. The action can't be completed because the file is open. Out of the many options available to view what program has a file open and locked, I prefer to use the program Unlocker. Unlocker is used to kill processes that are locking a particular file so that they can be safely moved or deleted. Let's download and install Unlocker. Open a web browser like Internet Explorer. In the address bar, enter emptyloop.com/unlocker and press enter. On the Unlocker homepage, click the download link. Under Downloads, it has links for both the 32-bit and 64-bit versions. If you are unsure which version of Windows you have, I will place a link on the screen to another tutorial covering how to check which version you have. I have a 64-bit version of Windows 7, so I will download that version by clicking the link. On the download information bar, click the Run button. This will download the file and then automatically start the installer. On the installer language window, click the OK button. The Unlocker setup window will open on the welcome screen. Click the Next button. On the license agreement screen, read the license agreement, and then click the I accept button. On the Choose Install Location screen, click the Next button. On the Choose Component screen, deselect the Bing bar, and then click the Install button. When the brief installer finishes, click the Finish button. I created a test Office document to use for this testing. I will open the document in OpenOffice. Now if we look in the folder where the document resides, we now see this lock file for the openfiletest.doc file. This is showing because I have the folder set to show hidden files. I will try to delete this file by right-clicking on it and selecting Delete. The File in Use window will open, stating that the file cannot be deleted because it is open. Let's see what program has the file open and locked. Right-click on the file, and we can now see that there is an Unlocker item in the list. Select it. The Unlocker application window will open. It will list the process or processes that have the file locked. Let's go through the items. Process. This is the name of the process that has the file in use. In this case, it is soffice.bin, which is the OpenOffice word processing program. If you are unsure what program a particular process is from, a quick Google search should help you out. Path lock. This is the path to the file you are checking for locks. In this case, the file is on the C drive of my computer in the temp folder and is named openfiletest.doc. PID. This is the process identifier number. Handle. This is the handle number of the PID locking the file. Process path. This is the path to the process that is locking the file. In this case, the soffice.bin file's full path is C, program files x86, openoffice.org 3, program, soffice.bin. With this information, it would be best to close this file in OpenOffice, and then delete or move the file. There are times when this might hang, or some other reason, where you can't close the program to free up the file. You have two options on how to proceed. With either option, you need to click on the item in the list to select it so it is highlighted blue. Option 1. You can click the Unlock button. Unlock will free up the file lock by allowing you to delete or move the file, while still keeping the program with the lock up and running. I will click the Unlock button. I can now delete the file. The file is still open in OpenOffice and I can save it again. Option 2. You can click the Kill Process button. This will close down the program that is locking the file. In this case, it will close out the OpenOffice program. I will click the Kill Process button. We can see that the OpenOffice application is closed down. This is because the unlocker killed the PID from OpenOffice that was locking the file. We can now successfully delete the file. In some cases, it may leave behind lock files that need to be cleaned up manually. The Unlocker option will remain in your right-click menu, so it can be used as needed in the future. I hope that this helps clean up some of those annoying file locks for you.